When the strong box contains no more, both friends and flatterers shun the door. When a man's struggle begins within oneself, the man is worth something. Oh, what a world full of pain we create for a little taste upon the tongue. The whole of life is but a moment of time. It is our duty, therefore, to use it, not to misuse it. The drop hollows out the stone not by strength, but by constant falling. Choose what is best, and habit will make it pleasant and easy. It is wise to be silent when occasion requires, and better than to speak, though never so well. Not by lamentations and mournful chants ought we to celebrate the funeral of a good man, but by hymns, for in ceasing to be numbered with mortals he enters upon the heritage of a diviner life. Anaxander says that men were first produced in fishes, and when they were grown up and able to help themselves were thrown up, and so lived upon the land. If you declare that you are naturally designed for such a diet, then first kill for yourself what you want to eat. Do it, however, only through your own resources, unaided by cleaver or cudgel or any kind of axe, that we may consult concerning others, and not others concerning us. No man ever wetted clay and then left it, as if there would be bricks by chance and fortune. The measure of a man's life is the well-spending of it, and not the length. Cicero called Aristotle a river of flowing gold, and said of Plato's dialogues that if Jupiter were to speak, it would be in language like theirs. Nature without learning is blind. Learning apart from nature is fractional, and practice in the absence of both is aimless. I am all that hath been, and is, and shall be, and my veil no mortal has hitherto raised. Grief is like a physical pain which must be allowed to subside somewhat on its own before medical treatment is applied. All men whilst they are awake are in one common world, but each of them, when he is asleep, is in a world of his own. Men who marry wives very much superior to themselves are not so truly husbands to their wives as they are unawares made slaves to their position. As bees extract honey from thyme, the strongest and driest of herbs, so sensible men often get advantage and profit from the most awkward circumstances. Antician says that in a certain faraway land the cold is so intense that words freeze as soon as they are uttered, and after some time then thaw and become audible, so that words spoken in winter go unheard until the next summer. The process may seem strange, and yet it is very true. I did not so much gain the knowledge of things by the words, as words by the experience I had of things. In human life there is constant change of fortune, and it is unreasonable to expect an exemption from the common fate. Life itself decays, and all things are daily changing. Solon being asked, namely, what city was best to live in, that city, he replied, in which those who are not wronged, no less than those who are wronged, exert themselves to punish the wrongdoers. Prosperity is no just scale. Adversity is the only balance to weigh friends. It is a high distinction for a homely woman to be loved for her character rather than for beauty. Poverty is not dishonorable in itself, but only when it comes from idleness, intemperance, extravagance, and folly. Among real friends there is no rivalry or jealousy of one another, but they are satisfied and contented alike whether they are equal or one of them is superior. The real destroyer of the liberties of the people is he who spreads among them bounties, donations, and benefits. Evidence of trust begets trust, and love is reciprocated by love. The poor go to war, to fight and die for the delights, riches, and superfluities of others. It is no flattery to give a friend a due character, for commendation is as much the duty of a friend as reprehension. Friendship requires a steady, constant, and unchangeable character, a person that is uniform in his intimacy. The Jessellus being invited once to hear a man who admirably imitated the nightingale, he declined, saying he had heard the nightingale itself. The crowns of kings do not prevent those who wear them from being tormented sometimes by violent headaches. When men are arrived at the goal, they should not turn back. When another is asked a question, take special care not to interrupt to answer it yourself.